You ever think about how long it's gonna take for you to get something right? How many times you gotta try it, how much practice you have to do, how many times you have to repeat failing and starting over, failing and starting over? I'm Dom Jackson with Day-by-Day Media, and this is the 7-Day Scoop Show, where I document the process of building my agency, Day-by-Day Media. If you are an entrepreneur or have a venture you're trying to pursue, this is where I document the process I'm going through and learning to help you. So if you wanna learn some more things, definitely subscribe to the video. In full transparency, I recorded the episode before at my house, but for some reason the mic didn't record, so I had to record it. I'm out of town and I'm recording it now here, so this is the version you're getting right now. Still a lot of gems, but hey, we're out here on wax doing it like this. Problem number one, how to network in a place you've never been. Solution, you just be yourself. You can either decide to come in with more of relationship-wise of who you are, or you can come in with more of what your business does. So last week I was talking about how I went to a networking event for a bank that I've been going to, and the event was 40 minutes away from where I live at a gun range. It was a fundraising event at a gun range to raise awareness for it and to meet people and have a good time. 40 minutes away from where I live. So I go there, can't shoot a gun, don't really know anybody there, just trying to get my name out there and grow. I go to the event. I see some people I know from the bank from the first event I went to, so I shook their hand, saw them again, said hi. That was cool, but everything else was brand new. Going in, just put myself out there in a totally new frame of mind, whole new place. So I get there, meet new people, had some great food, great times, but was trying to figure out how to network and how to talk to people because I wasn't really sure. Because everyone was there more in a relaxed state, I didn't know if I should come in like, hey, this is my business. I'm Day-by-Day Media, I'm Dom. Or should I come in as me and then bring up a conversation more naturally? Because certain places have certain energies. No one really was talking about their business there. It was more just like a relationship thing. They had their families going around, kids were running around. So it was very much a more relaxed setting, but you still wanted to network while you were there. So I was trying to figure out how to be in that setting. It kind of gave me an idea of two different spots you can go. One, more relationship-ish, so you're just talking about, you know, things you like, your pastimes, more you as a person, and then more business-ish, just coming in more what you can do, service and value in that way. And there's some kind of mix of the two, but there's definitely levels to what version fits the medium where you are at that point in time. Out of any contact that I got or any conversation that I had, the best thing came to me, but it didn't come to me until the end of the event, which I was a little upset about, but that's why we learn and document the process. So I went to the event for this bank, and I had my camera with me because I bring my camera because I talk about my services, video editing, content creation, so the camera's a good conversation piece. But then I realized that I should have just filmed the entire event so I can, one, meet everybody there. Hey, I'm Dom Jackson, Day-by-Day Media. Take a photo, video. I'm making social media content for this event. If you want to see yourself, what's the email to contact you with? One. Then two, I can send the bank the event stuff, so they have a portfolio of things I do for them already, so I'm already giving away free value of what I'm doing. I'm at the event, I can network, and I can give away free stuff. I didn't realize at the end of the event that I could just record the content of the event and one, meet the people there. Hey, I'm Dom Jackson, Day-by-Day Media. I make social media content videos, help telling stories through videos. So I can meet everybody there, take photos, exchange emails, then also send all the information that I made, all the content that I made, and make videos for it to send to the people that had the event, so I can go there and just make that a thing that I do. So I'm already building a portfolio of things I can do for them while I'm there. But I didn't think that to the last minute, so I was like, bruh. But hey, you take it day by day. That's it. I don't just say it to other people, I say it to me too. Now, life update, I ended up taking a different sales job. It has made more sense where I am right now. It's similar to the one I had before I started Day by Day. So problem number two, if you're low on cash flow in your business and your personal expenses start to eat up more cash flow for your business, in the beginning, what should you do? I don't have the answers for everyone, but what I chose to do is that I just chose to go get a sales job so I can work on the skills while restacking the cash flow. Is the best option. Maybe different strokes to different folks. This is what I chose, and here's the story why. Build up the next half of Day-by-Day Media, so now I gotta figure out how to balance both at the same time, whatever that looks like. So I'm trying out getting up at 4, working from 4 to 8 to get 4 hours in my business before I start the job. I've only got like 90 minutes so far, so I can do like 4 to 5:30, then I'm like, but figuring out how to get that 4-hour block locked in continuously is like the next venture, so I can do both and win. And the decision process behind that is like, one, I need something I can still work on some skills with, so I'm doing some sales skills, you know, that's one part of the battle. Then two, I couldn't think of enough ways to get new cash flow coming in without messing up the business bank account and setup. For my personal expenses, I needed to have some other cash flow coming in. The solution I came up with was get a job. I tried doing the gig work with DoorDash to make a little extra bread. It did it, but wasn't enough. So a sales job, I can make some money, I have control, work with skills, do with people. A lot of boxes that I need checked will be checked while I figure out this next saga venture that I'm going into. So no complaints there. But that's where I am right now. So technically I'm not a full entrepreneur right now. Now it's like a worker with a side hustle, but still going there. The best thing though that I've gotten from the sales job so far is that I forgot how much work it takes for you to make a sale from someone. So, you know, with the DMs, with the outbound saga, I forgot that like there's a structure when you go into a sales team that they teach you a sales process. And I'm making up my DMs processes right now, which I did not have before. So going through their sales process of how they have it done with the introduction, short story, presentation, close, and rehash. Like I knew that from all the sales jobs that I had, but to go into that now and think about that through my DM process or my own sales process or my own business has been like a reminder of like, oh yeah, this is easier and more fun because you still get the rejection, you still get the game, you still get the process, but you don't have to make up the entire process of what you're doing. It was like a good reminder to be like, all right, you don't suck. You just have more work to do up front than you would have to if you're doing it for someone else. And having that reminder again really felt good. Mindset, next mindset gem that really helped me out this week. Watching a Mosey video and he was talking about convergent versus divergent thinking. Had no idea about these things until I watched the video, but they really changed and unlocked the next part of me. So the first thing is that convergent thinking is one problem, one solution. So if you're taking a multiple choice test and there's A, B, C, and D, only one of them is right. So you have one problem and one solution. You have to figure out what the right solution is for the right problem, which is a big deal. Here are the actual definitions of convergent versus divergent thinking. Now, divergent thinking is the opposite. It's one problem, but multiple solutions. So that's more like a open-ended question per se, or more of like a do-it-yourself creative kind of question. Similar like a brainstorm of how you get all these ideas to solve that one problem. And the more you play on this side of the coin, you have to think about what is your other solutions. To use the example of what I had to figure out before with my business process between one, spending too much money on the personal side, my business side, how do I get more money? I could have got a job, offered some kind of sale, I guess, did some gig work, sold some things. What do I have to do to get the money to cover this while I build this? And I chose to get a job. But there was a lot of options I could have done. I probably could have found some other way to do some kind of discount sale. There was other more entrepreneurial things that probably would have stuck more in the box of tools I would have had. But my current mindset couldn't think of how to do them fast enough. So getting a job was a solution that worked out for me right now. And it is what it is. But there's multiple solutions to the problem. You just got to find a solution that works for you. So that's like the next, like, okay, there's more solutions to this problem. What are all the options I can think of? And that's like the real, like, how do I do that more often? So convergent versus divergent thinking, solution, which thinking solves the problem that you need to solve? Outbound, so outbound saga, going to the DMs, Instagram, Facebook Messenger. Still the biggest thing is just the structure of how to go about it. Like I said, breaking it down. What are my best hooks? Get you inside. What is my best short story? Currently, my offer is not strong enough to bring in just open offer. It's not there yet. So I have to do a little more relationship building in between. And now that I'm using the sales script that I have, or the sales framework that I have from the sales job, I'm thinking about that in the DMs as well. So hook to get in, what's my short story, what's my presentation, what's my close. So like just those parts so I can transfer the value in there. As I do more things, I have more information to give you, but that's like where I'm at right now. On the content side, so the problem is, how many hours do I dedicate to YouTube at this point? Now it's figuring out how to break up the time to study these videos so they come out better. Because the 7-Day Scoop is one of my biggest content plays, because I'm making daily shorts to document the process along with the 7-Day Scoop, how many hours should I spend a week on learning new skills and checking the market to see what's up on YouTube? I'm thinking about 10 right now. What am I doing within those 10 hours, and when am I time blocking them? I used to have 4 hours blocked for the market research component, but I haven't been doing it consistently, and with the new job, I have to figure out how to balance it now. It's a new game of figuring out where to make the time for it, and just playing it with a new time schedule. That's how you win. One last little bit on the networking part that I definitely helped me out before too, as far as introduction-wise, was one, using some things I remember from my previous sales job. We had this thing called the CIQ, which was compliment, interest, question. And that framework works for introduction for anybody, anytime, because you come in, hey, cool shoes. Where'd you get them from? Oh, I see you do this. Where'd you get that from? So that way you come in, da-da-da, da-da-da. And with those things, you can have a full conversation from that ends up working out in your favor. And I just remember that when I was at the event, I was like, oh, cool, I can use CIQ to get access to some people and have some conversation. The other thing I remember was I learned from the 7 spheres of money was form, which was family, occupation, recreation, and money. And breaking up those 4 things into each one of the parts of a conversation as well. So when you go in, you come with the CIQ, then you go in with the form, and combine these things together sets you up for a place to have a whole conversation networking wise. And as I make up more steps of like how to put them in there, because now I think about things the same way. After doing enough DM conversations and talking in real life, you kind of end up seeing the parallels in the conversation that you could have a script for, and having the sales job too. So like now I'm starting to see the synergies between how to input things in your own conversation in real life or in the DMs or in a networking event. It's all basically the same thing, a verbal funnel of where you want the conversation to go to bring value to someone else and to make sure you have talking patterns that align with what you're trying to do. So you don't end up being like, so awkward. That's update for this week. Check them in every single Monday. Today was the exception, but coming in on Monday, as always, take it one step at a time. You'll get there day by day.